and also take risks.
That's right. That's right.
What's up, Brian Nation? It's your boy Deshaun. Today I'm back with another lit video. Happy Vlogmas number 2. You know, a lot of people don't know what to expect when they go to high school, so why not tell y'all some advice for high school, since I'm a senior, you know, and I'm about to leave high school in a couple of months. I decided to do this video. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tip number 1. Be prepared and unexpect the unexpected. I know that's hard to do. I know that sounds hard. The unexpected. That means don't think nothing won't happen, because some things that you expect not to happen will happen. Like a lot. Well, I didn't expect to stay after school for so many years and do night school, you know. But it happens. Things happen for a reason, so yeah. So that's tip number 1. Unexpect the unexpected. So be prepared. Yeah, for the unexpected. So tip number 1, be prepared for the unexpected. Like, be prepared to expect teachers not grading things. I know. Well, tip number 2, try to avoid moving. I know that's probably hard, because if you're underage and it's probably hard. If you don't live by yourself and you're still in your parents' house, then that's hard, because if they have to move, you gotta move. So that's a hard one. Avoid moving. Why I say avoid moving? Because school systems are different. Everywhere you go, they do things slightly different. You know, sometimes they do things totally different. So, and moving will put you behind. It depends, especially if you went to a year-round school, and then you go into regular school. What I mean regular, year-round schools, you know, you have all 8 classes, but it's for your whole year. You never switch them until the next year. Now, regular, what I mean by regular is like the first semester you have 4 classes, then the next semester you have 4 classes, and that's different. But when you're moving, it mess you up, because if you're moving from a year round to a regular one, and that's like in the middle of the year, then like the second semester, when you just did the first semester of a whole year round, then half of them classes you're gonna have to start all over next year, and it's gonna put you back a lot. It depends where you at, especially if you're like a junior or senior, then it's gonna put you far behind. That's what happened to me last year. Y'all already know the story if y'all watch my past videos. I don't know what that video was titled, but I did a video explaining it. It was GED or go to school. I believe it was that. And I explained to you guys of what my situation was about last year, and why, I had to do night school, and how I felt, which one I wanted to do. And I decided to stay and finish high school. You don't want to be moving around, and then it brings you back messed up and brings you back a lot. You have to repeat a lot of classes. Don't want to do that. Well, because it's going to be harder on you than it was the first time, because you're going to have to do like night schools, summer schools, and that's what I had to do last year. During the end of the year, had to do night school, and then I had to do summer school. Then I had to do night school again, and then I had to talk to the counselors about where was I at, what classes I need, and then it just put more than I had to do the first time. So you want to try to avoid moving. Tip number 3 is have a plan of what you want to do after high school. I know sometimes they tell us to wait until until the end of our sophomore year to know what we want to do after high school, but you might want to do that soon. As soon as you get to high school, because they're gonna have you take so many pathway classes. Since if you don't know what you're gonna do, you're gonna have to take so many pathway classes, and that's gonna mess you up. And then because some of the classes some of them pathway classes that you're taking might not be any classes that you needed to take if you find out later that you want to join the military, and then you have to take a whole bunch of other classes that was in the way that you could have taken instead of the pathway classes. That's what happened to me, and I know I got told that about a month ago, that when I was looking at my transcript and stuff from Texas and from North Carolina, that there was a lot of pathway classes that I took instead of the classes that I actually needed. Like I took a whole bunch of pathway classes. It was just all over the place, the counselor said. And then she told me that since I was going to the military, I didn't have to take Spanish 2, so they only wanted me to take Spanish 1, so I'm good on that one. And now right now I'm still getting my scheduled class here, but yeah. So, be prepared for the unexpected, try to avoid moving, and come up with what you want to do after high school, and let your counselors know. They will help you with your pathway classes and all the classes you needed to take, and you can get them out of the way, and it will help you a lot. Also, hang around a lot the right people. That will help you too, because you don't want to get mixed up in the wrong crowd and get in trouble a lot. Even if your friends get in trouble, you can try to stay out of it best way you can. I'm not telling you not to hang out with them, but yeah, it'll help you, because you get in trouble and stuff that can go on your record, and then it might mess up your plan for what you want to do out of high school. Like if you want to go into public office, they can look at your background record and do a background check on you and see that that this person was bad in school, or you want to be go into law enforcement, military, anything you want to go into. They can, any job you want, they can look at your background and see what kind of person you are. And, your past can play a big part in your future. Past can come back and haunt you. People say it won't, but it can. But that's why I say you can't speak for your past, because it's already spoken for you. But you can speak for the future. Right now, whatever you're doing, you're speaking for your own future by the actions that you make in your present. The actions you made in your past already spoken, have already spoken for you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you can just change your future right now if you do your good tip. Number 6. be humble. You know, because I had a change when I was my 8th grade year. I had a, that's when I noticed I had a wake up call. It was the end of 7th grade. I had a wake up call and it was like, hey, Sean, you can't be doing this. You're supposed to be a preacher. You're supposed to be a leader. You can't be, you know, going off on teachers and stuff, even though they do the wrong thing. So, I had to relax that, and then I had to stop fighting people in the neighborhood and stuff like that, especially in bass, even though they kept testing me. So, I had to cut a lot of stuff out, and, I'd seen a good change over the years. I don't. Tip number 7, watch your surroundings and be aware of who's watching you, because there's always somebody watching you. No matter what you doing, somebody is always watching you. You might not think that, but there's somebody that's always watching. One time I was at one time I was preaching, and it was back in like 2017, but it was 2018 watch night, New Year's Eve of 2018. I was preaching during the watch night service, and after I got finished preaching, and I went over to, as I was leaving the church and saying bye, you know how people say bye, they give their hugs and their goodbyes to other people in church. There was this little girl that came up to me and told me that to keep doing what I was doing, and how she looked up to me, and how she wanted to be a preacher just like me one day. And I was going through a tough time then, so it brought to my attention and reminded me that to be aware of my surroundings, not objects, but the people who was around me. Be aware of them and be aware of the people that's watching me, because you never know. It don't matter what you're going through. You gotta keep your head up. You gotta be strong, because. And tip number 8. Tip number 8 is help others, because you never know. And respect others. Help others, respect others, and do all that you can. Well, that's tip number 9, do all that you can. But tip number 8, respect others and help others, because you never know who they can be in your future. They could be your friends or your enemies right now, but in the future, you never know. If you see them outside of school, they could be your manager, that person that you want, that person you have to go through in order to get that job that you wanted, or that opportunity. They could be at the door of your future. They won't hold the door of your future, but they can be at the door of your future. You probably gonna have to go through them to get that job, that career, something that you wanted. You never know. Like I tell people, even though I make a joke with some people about it, I be like, be careful how you treat me, because one day I might just be your manager. See? And you gotta look at it like that as people. Be careful how you treat them, because one day they might just be your manager, your boss, your co-worker, whoever. And then, even if they're not your manager, they can be your co-worker, and person that want to hire you is going to be like, might ask them if they should hire you, or if they good, or if they can give you this raise. So, yeah. Them are my tips. And tip number 9, do your best that you can do in high school. And tip number 10 is the one we all been waiting for. Tip number 10 is last and final. Last but not least. But be active. Because they look at that in your when you go to college, they'll look at that and see if you was active and involved in any things like any clubs that you did in high school. If you was they got Glee Club, book club. I'm just saying clubs. Gospel choir club. I was in that. In these, like, you played in sports, drama club, any clubs. They're gonna look and see if you've been active in community service and stuff like that. And also take risks. Number 10, take risks at things because you don't want to be like, oh man, I should have did this, I should have did that. You don't want to look back at your high school years and see that you had a boring high school year and be like, I should have did this, I should have went to the prom, I should have went to the dance, I should have asked out this person. You never know. So take risks, learn to take risks. Oh, I should have played football. And that's one thing about me. I wanted to play football so bad, but I think it's too late. But the reason why I couldn't do that is because I had to stay after school so long because of moving and stuff like that. I had to do night school, and after school they have football practice and stuff like that sometimes. So I couldn't do that. So yeah. And I was in ROTC, so that's another reason why I'm in gospel choir. So it's another reason why I didn't play football. But yeah, so you don't be like me. Do what you really want to do. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that, and I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. And I'll be back with another video tomorrow. I love you guys, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Sean Bryan for any more pranks, blogs, challenges, anything you guys want me to do. Just DM me, and I promise you guys I'll get to it and do your videos. Even if you have any questions, you can comment it down below or whatever. I love you guys, and do I want to sing a song? You don't know what he's done for me. He's gave me the victory. I love him. I love him. I really love the Lord. You don't know what he's done for me. He's gave me the victory. I love him. I love him. I really love the Lord. Jesus love you, so do I. Peace out.